because we have an air station there as well that they can go to and from. Take them about 20 minutes. So they could take off from here, they'll probably be back by the time we finished our tour. And they've gone to Anglesey, fought their war and come back. But we use them for radar targets. That's basically what our Hawks are used for. They're not used for combat, they're used as a training tool. They're on loan to us from the RAF. And as I say, they provide radar targets for our fighter controllers of 849 Squadron, our Mark 7 Sea King baggie. Our pilots would have had extensive fast jet experience. So they've had a few years under their belt, flying hours, before they get to fly these fantastic aircraft. If we were to paint them all up red and give them the appropriate markings, as I say, you'd be looking at a red arrow. The Hawk jet itself is a T1A. Can carry 355 gallons of fuel, which at high speeds and low levels would only last them an hour. So you can appreciate Anglesey and back, they probably used all that, half of that fuel. So what they'll do is they'll take off from Coldrose, they'll pretend they're the enemy. We could have got our Mark 7 Sea King baggie who can track up to 400 targets. So we've only got one, two, three, we've got 5 of them there. Very easily, no matter where these aircraft are, because they've got a range in excess of 1,000 miles, could be anywhere, that baggie can track exactly where they are, and they can try and pretend to sneak up on a unsuspecting ship and fire upon it. And of course our ships are ready and waiting and being put to, through their test by the Flag Officer Sea Training at Plymouth. And as I say, these will come in and pretend that they're the enemy, and the ship can then fire upon them. So they are used as a great training tool. I mentioned the words Flag Officer Sea Training because the Hawks came to us in 1996 from Yeovilton after the closure of Portland and the transfer of Flag Officer Sea Training to Plymouth. So there he is, the canopy is going down. If you saw the canopy up, you may see some zigzags there. Those are explosives. So if our pilots should get into difficulty and need to eject to safely, the canopy can be exploded away from the main airframe of the aircraft, and as I say, they can eject to safety. They'll go across to Gibraltar with the fleet and practice as well, carry out some of their exercises. Last year we did celebrate 100 years of naval aviation within the fleet air arm, so that's why they've all been painted up. And of course last May they were going along and doing displays and attending air days and showing off. Here that engine started up. It's powered by one Rolls-Royce engine with over 5,000 pounds of thrust. So we've got 1, 2, we've got 3 of them going out there. So those people sat in the cafe there having a cup of tea now, haven't got a clue what's going to happen. They're going to be sat there and all of a sudden, whoa, off they'll go. And the jet streams are going out as well. So we're okay here for a moment. Our tour is sort of timed that we should be in different areas at different times. We can always make time up later on, so let's sit and enjoy this site for a moment.
Oh, wow.
Let's say you've paid your money, we want you to get the best value. I bet some of you wish you were in the back seat as well, don't you?
Just a bit.
I wouldn't mind. Yeah. I have this worry though that if I was up there, I don't know if I'd like it. There you are, see, it's just testing, making sure that the flaps moving, thumbs up, everything's a-okay. And as they say, chocks away. Always looking up and under. Yeah. I think he's doing that for our benefit as well, just showing how thorough they are. Just don't ask him to stand behind that engine. Of course these Hawks have been up 2 or 3 times already today, but of course checks have to be carried out every time. He's just put his hand there on the pitot head, that long pointy bit in front is the pitot head, and that measures, gives you the speed as to how fast they're going. And as I say, they can go up to 660 miles per hour. There you are, he's just took the chocks away. So we've got first jet on the way out. jet streams just took off. So air traffic control is going to be very busy in a minute. Talking of air traffic control, there it is straight over in front of us. That's our third air traffic control. Our first air traffic control was based over where 750 Squadron is. Then it was upgraded and we had a second level put on it, which made it the second one. And of course that was demolished to make way for our third air traffic control, which monitors about 45,000 aircraft movements a year. I think Russell's worried that we might get blown away, so we'll just move forward a little bit. We're going to go and visit 771 in a moment. We've got three of them over there. That's our very famous Mark V search and rescue helicopter. That was them just talking to air traffic control. They make it look so easy, don't they?
Oh, he's coming.
Oh, look, he's coming this way. Give him a wave. How about that, eh? Wow.
Wow, nice one, man.
He's going to blow us away now. Wonderful. Right, on that note, we'll let them go, and what we'll do is we'll go over onto 771, and if we time it right, we might see some of them take off as we're around there. Oh, hang on. Give this one a wave, because I think you weren't ready for that photograph just now, were you? You might get a nice close-up of him in the cockpit there if you get your cameras just right.
Camera ready, Hannah?
My camera's already on.
Get a photograph of him, because I'm filming it.
I'm filming.
Oh, no, you want a photograph?
Oh, they're showing off now. Look at it, photo call.
We're all filming.
And we got the third one.
Okay.
Oh, we've got two in this one.
You get the photograph then.
No, he's keeping both hands on the wheels. Excellent. Now, you're lucky people today, don't always get up that close. Okay. But you didn't see that the other day when you come and did the tour, did you? Eh? See, no two tours are the same. Wonderful. Yeah. Excellent, thank you, Russell. Right, as we leave Friday, we're running a little bit behind time, but don't worry, we'll make that up in a minute.
Oh, it's done again. Hold on.
If you can imagine, in 1942, the Admiralty came down to Coldrose and surveyed this whole area. Of course, Coldrose wasn't here at that time. Across the road is what you would have been looking at, Helston Downs, all that rolling countryside, farms, fields, you know, people's livelihoods. If you can imagine, the Admiralty came down in 1942, knocked on the door and said that you have to leave this area. There were 6 farms here at Coldrose, where air traffic control is where one of the farms used to be. Just outside the viewing area was Little Tragoose Farm. And those families were told within, no uncertain terms that, you've got to go, we're going to make way for an airfield here. RAF Bredannock had already been established down the road, so the RAF got there before we did. But in a moment you'll see how ideally situated we are for the water. The airfield opened in 1947. They only anticipated it being open for approximately 10 years. But we've been here, we celebrated our 60th anniversary in 2007. And don't matter about these cutbacks, word has it that Coldrose will be here for quite a while to come. We're now going to visit 771. I did say that we're